umaga sa Manila. The streets are empty. No jeepney drivers shouting bayad po. No manong fishball vendor calling piso lang po. Even the city's favorite morning greeting, bili na ng taho, ngrone, is missing. A large billboard reads, Vice Mayor's Medical Program, murang gamot para sa lahat. While a smaller sign below it says bawal ang maarte sa presyo. The screen flickers to darkness. Inside Abu Dhabi Tower 4's lobby, an empty guard desk. The logbook's last entry reads, Mang Jerry, duty hanggang zombie apocalypse. A coffee cup sits beside it, still steaming. A tarpaulin flaps in the wind. Today's special, buy one, take one medicine. Outside Mercury Drug, a senior citizen card lies abandoned next to scattered prescription papers. The guard's chair is empty, but his newspaper's crossword puzzle is half finished. Sa FEU, thesis papers flutter across empty hallways. One page shows a grade. Sir Raulo, see me after class if you survive. A student ID card faces up, its owner's picture smiling awkwardly. Isang mangangarok passes by with his lugaw cart, but the mangangarok isn't walking normally. His movements are wrong. His eyes are clouded white. His skin is gray. Lugaw po, he groans. May libreng lamang loob. Sa building corridor, dark footprints mark the floor. Someone starts humming Happy Birthday, but it sounds like a video kay song gone wrong. Shadows move against walls, their shapes distorted and hungry. Lamang Bangkay, ang katahimikan ang simula ng kababalaghan. The ancient aircon in Junree's room at Abu Dhabi Tower 4 sputters to silence, joining the unsettling quiet blanketing Manila. 9:47 a.m. He's late for Sir Raulo's 7 a.m. architecture class at FEU. Through the floor-to-ceiling windows, the usually bustling Green Hills area lies eerily still. Ma pa, anong ulam? His voice echoes through their penthouse unit. No response. The family's chinelas lie scattered by the door. His father's morning coffee still steaming on the counter. Even the grumpy 17, his elderly neighbor who always complains about his K-pop music, is nowhere to be seen. Panic rising, Junreee fumbles with his phone. No signal. The nearby Camp Crane stands silent, its usual bustle of police activity frozen. The convenience store where he usually grabs his morning kopiko and pandesal remains dark. Baka holiday ngayon, he mutters, trying to calm himself. But even on holidays, Manila never sleeps. Room by room, he searches their unit. His architecture plates from last night still scattered on his desk. Sir Raulo's deadline suddenly seeming less terrifying than this silence. His gaming PC hums in the background, Discord notifications unanswered. It's as if everyone simply vanished mid-morning. The silence grows heavier with each passing minute. In a city of millions, the emptiness feels impossible. As Junreee stands on their balcony, staring at the other 11 towers of Abu Dhabi, a distant sound breaks the quiet. The slow, dragging footsteps of something approaching in the shadows. The humming grows closer, sending chills down Junree's spine. Through the emergency stairwell comes Mang Jerry, or what used to be Mang Jerry. His uniform is stained dark, movements jerky and wrong. Mang Jerry, okay lang po kayo? Junreee calls out, immediately regretting breaking the silence. Mang Jerry's head snaps up, revealing milky white eyes and blackened veins across his face. His signature, "Good morning, sir," replaced by an inhuman growl. Junree's architecture student instincts kick in. He grabs his metal drawing tube, thankful for once that Sir Raulo requires physical blueprints. Racing through Abu Dhabi's dim corridors, Junree's mind races faster. The elevators are dead, stairs too risky. He needs supplies. The Torres family in Unit 404 always stocks up on canned goods because malapit na ang lindol. Unit 408 has Mang Ben's medical supplies from his hospital job. But first, home. Back in his unit, Junreee packs his backpack, water, his mom's secret skyflakes, his dad's Swiss knife, and oddly, his unfinished plates for Sir Raulo. Baka mag-check pa rin siya kahit apocalypse. A crash echoes through the hallway. More shuffling footsteps. The humming returns, but now it's a chorus. Through his peephole, Junreee sees 17 shuffling past, still wearing her flowery duster, now joined by other residents moving with that same wrong rhythm. Pasensya na po, aling 17, he whispers, pero mas masungit pa rin kayo nung buhay kayo. His makeshift weapon, the metal drawing tube containing his unfinished thesis plates, Junreee creeps toward Unit 404. The Torres family's door stands ajar, the strong scent of their signature adobo still lingering in the air. Sana hindi zombie ang adobo, he mutters, trying to steady his nerves. The unit's interior is a maze of hoarded supplies, towers of Lucky Me pancit canton reaching toward the ceiling, mountains of corned beef cans, and enough bottled water to survive 3 apocalypses. Mrs. Torres's paranoia finally made sense. A shuffling sound from the master bedroom freezes him mid-step. Mark? Ikaw ba yan? Mrs. Torres's voice calls out. But something's wrong with it, like words being forced through gravel. Before Junreee can retreat, she emerges, still wearing her favorite yellow mandala shirt, now stained dark. Her eyes, milky white like Mang Jerry's, fix on him. Ay, si Junreee. Gusto mo bang magmerienda, anak? He backs away slowly, remembering how she always fed him pancit canton during his all-nighters. Now, her outstretched hand reached for a different kind of snack. The emergency exit beckons, but the stairwell echoes with that awful humming. 17's choir has grown. Racing back to his unit, Junreee barricades the door with his gaming chair. Through the peephole, he watches in horror as Mrs. Torres joins the others, her offers of merienda transforming into guttural growls. Somewhere in the distance, a police siren wails once, then falls silent. The distant thrum of helicopter blades cuts through the silence. Junreee races to his window, nearly dropping his emergency pack of chippy and skyflakes. A military chopper circles Abu Dhabi's helipad, its searchlight cutting through the morning haze. Finally, rescue! His relief is short-lived. The helicopter's spotlight reveals a horrifying scene on the helipad. Dozens of former residents shambling in circles, and including the entire Zumba group that used to annoy him every Sunday morning. At least hindi na sila mag-exercise, he whispers, then immediately feels guilty. Junreee checks his dad's collection of building blueprints. There's a maintenance ladder connecting their penthouse balcony to the helipad. Bakit kasi hindi na lang ako nag-med school? He grumbles, strapping his drawing tube across his back like a samurai sword. The climb is terrifying. 20 stories below, Green Hills Mall's parking lot is a graveyard of abandoned cars. The helicopter makes another pass, closer now. Junreee waves frantically, but the pilot's attention is fixed on something behind him. He turns to find Mang Jerry leading his maintenance crew turned zombie Arunsu army through the helipad door, still humming that twisted happy birthday song. Sorry po, Mang Jerry, hindi ko po napunasan yung paa ko sa doormat kahapon, Junreee shouts as he scrambles back down the ladder. The helicopter's spotlight follows his descent, then swings away toward Camp Crame. The dead's humming fades above, replaced by something worse, sounds of movement from inside his own unit. Back in his unit, Junree's heart stops. His father's leather tsinelas scrape across the kitchen tile. Pa? He whispers, clutching his drawing tube tighter. The response is a wet, gurgling sound, and the clatter of his mom's favorite sandok hitting the floor. His parents stand in the kitchen, backs turned, still in their morning clothes. His dad's newspaper lies torn on the table, his mom's coffee now cold. Pa! The words catch in his throat. They turn slowly, their faces transformed by the same dark veins he saw on Mang Jerry. Anak, his mother groans. Hindi ka pa kumakain ng almusal? She lurches forward, wielding the sandok like a weapon. His father follows, real estate listings from the newspaper still clutched in his blackened fingers. Oras na para mag-invest sa memorial lot, anak, he growls. Junreee backs away from his zombified parents, tears blurring his vision. Sorry mapa, pero pass muna sa breakfast. He dashes to his room, barricading the door with his drafting table. His mom's sandok thuds against the wood as her voice distorts. Bakit ka pa nag-architecture? Doktor sana kinuha mo. Through his window, the camp creme sirens start again. But closer, from his sister Titam's empty room next door, comes a sound that chills him more. The faint jingle of a dog's collar. The dog collar sounds fade as Junree's phone suddenly buzzes. 1 bar of signal. A message appears. Help! Trapped in Abu Dhabi Tower 3 kitchen. Kemkem. His crush from culinary arts. Alive, his heart races faster than during final plate submissions. Sorry, Mapa, he whispers, sliding out his window onto the emergency ledge connecting the towers. 20 stories below, zombified security guards still patrol their posts. At least, hindi sila natutulog sa duty ngayon, he mutters, inching along the narrow path. Tower 3's kitchen is dark when he arrives, but the smell of garlic and butter makes his stomach growl. Kemkem, he whispers. A knife whizzes past his ear, embedding itself in the wall. Ay, sorry, akala ko zombie ka. Kemkem emerges from behind an industrial refrigerator, wielding her chef's knife set like weapons. I was practicing knife skills when everyone started acting weird, she explains, pulling her favorite knife from the wall. Sir Manuel tried to taster test my arm instead of my adobo. Her pristine chef's whites are spattered with dark stains. Don't worry, it's just toyo, she adds, unconvincingly. Their reunion is cut short by banging from the kitchen doors. Through the windows, they see Mang Jerry's maintenance zombie crew still humming, now accompanied by the entire lunch service staff. At least we have knives, Kemkem says grimly. And I have my plate tube, Junreee adds. She looks at him like he's crazier than the zombies. The kitchen doors won't hold forever. Kemkem raids the pantry while Junreee barricades the entrance with metal prep tables. Buti na lang duty ng Tower 3 kitchen to feed the whole condo, she says, stuffing her bag with instant noodles. Pero bakit kaya zombie pa rin sila kung gutom sila? A familiar voice cuts through the zombies humming outside. Overtime ulit! It's Chef Bobby, the strict head chef, now leading his kitchen staff in a horrifying version of their lunch service. His signature hairnet dangles from his now gray face. Hindi pa tapos ang shift nyo, he growls. Quick, the dumbwaiter! Kemkem points to their escape route. Mag-food delivery muna tayo. She tosses Junreee her backup knife. They climb in just as Chef Bobby breaks through swinging his cleaver. Late na naman kayo, he roars, his kitchen discipline surviving even death. The dumbwaiter creaks downward. By the way, Kemkem whispers, I saw your sister Titam yesterday at the hospital. She was treating this weird case. A patient with a dog bite who wouldn't stop humming. Junree's blood runs cold. Above them, Chef Bobby screams, Walang takeout today! They stop at the ground floor kitchen entrance. Through the gap, they see the lobby's guard desk. Manong Ben, the night guard, still sits there, radio quietly playing Dying Inside. Manong Ben's radio crackles through the silence. This is DZRH News, reporting mysterious incidents across Metro Manila. Citizens are advised to static. The guard's head slowly turns, his security cap askew. ID po, he groans, reaching for his logbook with gray fingers. Sir, dito po kami nakatira, Junreee whispers desperately. Beside him, Kemkem grips on her knife. The guard's other hand moves to his radio. Code 143, may pasaway na residents. Behind them, Chef Bobby's crew begins descending the stairs, their kitchen tools scraping against the walls. Manong Ben rises, still clutching his beloved logbook. Bawal pumasok kung walang face mask, he growls. Some protocol surviving even death. Through the lobby windows, they spot a Grab driver still sitting on his motorcycle, his delivery bag full. Wonder kung food or passenger? Kemkem mutters. They dash past Manong Ben, who swings his logbook like a weapon. Di pa kayo nakapag-sign? Outside, the Green Hills afternoon sun burns their eyes. The Grab driver turns. Another zombie, his delivery app still pinging. Your rider is arriving. Junree's phone buzzes again. Emergency at Chinese General. All staff report now. Titam. A photo follows. A ward full of patients, all humming, all with suspicious bite marks. The Grab zombie's motorcycle idles temptingly. You know how to ride? Kemkem asks. Only in GTA, Junreee admits, but grabs the handles anyway. Behind them, Manong Ben emerges, waving his logbook while Chef Bobby's kitchen crew bangs their pots and pans in a deadly chorus. Hold on. Junreee revs the bike, his drawing tube strapped across his back like a bazooka. Kemkem wraps her arms around him, still clutching her knife set. Kung pumapatay ka ng motor, tulad ng pagpatay mo sa plates mo, patay tayo, she teases. The bike lurches forward, scattering zombified shoppers outside Green Hills. They weave through abandoned cars on Ortigas Avenue. The Chinese General Hospital looms ahead, its emergency room lights still blinking. A doctor in bloody scrubs shambles past the entrance, dragging an IV stand. Mukhang hindi lang duty hours ang toxic dito, Kemkem whispers. Junree's phone buzzes again. Study room, 3rd floor, hurry! Starby won't stop growling. Titam. The hospital's glass doors reflect their approach, and the growing crowd of zombies following them, led by a determined Manong Ben, still demanding their logbook entry. Paano kung nasa loob si Sir Raulo? Junreee wonders aloud. Baka mag-check pa rin ng plates. Junreee and Kemkem's escape to the hospital hangs in the balance. But this isn't the only Filipino horror story lurking in the shadows. If you're enjoying their fight for survival, hit that follow button. Voiceless Narrator brings you more dark tales where Filipino urban legends meet modern nightmares. From haunted condos to cursed shopping malls, every story hits differently when it's set in your own backyard. Share this series with someone who needs their daily horror fix. New episodes drop daily. Don't miss what happens next in Lamang Bangkay. The hospital's 3rd floor is a maze of darkness. Junreee leads with his drawing tube while Kemkem covers their rear with her knives. A Shih Tzu's angry barks echo through the corridors. Si Starby! Junreee whispers, recognizing his sister's dog's signature angry tago-taguan bark. They find Titam in the study room, her white coat stained with blood, cradling an agitated Starby. Kuya! She cries. That patient, the one with the dog bite, he started it all. Starby growls at the door, his usual Marte attitude replaced by genuine fear. Yung Vice Mayor's askal, may rabies pero hindi normal. What do you mean? Junreee asks. Titam's hands shake as she pulls up patient photos on her phone. The bite victims. They all started humming first. Then their veins turned dark. Finally, a crash interrupts her. Their parents appear in the doorway, still wielding the deadly sandok. Anak, bakit hindi ka sumasagot sa group chat? Their mom groans. Ma, pa, please, Titiam begs. But they're not alone. Behind them, Mang Jerry's maintenance crew arrives, still humming their endless happy birthday. Starby barks frantically at the sound from the air vents. Chef Bobby's voice rings out. Special delivery! Quick! The fire escape! Kemkem shouts. But Titam grabs Junree's arm. Kuya, may nakalimutan ako. Yung patient 0, kakapunta lang niya sa Abu Dhabi kanina. Junreee, bitaw dyan sa tube mo, may baon akong ice pick. Titam commands with big sister authority, pulling a surgical kit from her coat. Ate naman, architect po ako. Junreee protests, but takes the scalpel she offers. Starby continues barking at their zombified parents, his tiny body trembling. The patient zero, Titam explains while barricading the door with a desk. He's the vice mayor's driver. After the dog bit him, he went home to Tower 6. Kemkem's eyes widen. Kaya pala ang weird ng security guard sa Tower 6 kanina. Nakapajama pero naka-duty. Through the window, they spot more hospital staff joining the growing horde below. Those mandatory Zumba sessions finally paying off, Titam mutters, watching them move in eerie unison. But we need to get back to Abu Dhabi. My research samples... A crash cuts her off. Chef Bobby's crew has found another way in. Ate, sure ka ba? Junreee asks as they climb down the fire escape, Starby secure in Titam's backpack. Oo naman, bunso. Trust your Ate Titam, she says, then adds professionally, also, technically, this is still my shift. Their mom's voice echoes from above. Anak, hindi pa kayo nagda-dinner? They reach the grab bike, but Manong Ben stands guard, still clutching his logbook. Titam steps forward, flashing her hospital ID. Emergency procedure po! To everyone's shock, he checks her ID thoroughly before shuffling aside. Hospital protocol, Titam winks. Stronger than zombie virus. The grab bike sputters toward Abu Dhabi Tower 6, weaving through abandoned cars. Dahan-dahan, Titam warns from behind, Starby peeking from her backpack with judgy eyes. I passed my plate in transportation engineering, Junreee protests as they narrowly miss a wandering mini-stop clerk still clutching their famous fried chicken. Kemkem spots something odd. Look, Tower 6's garbage chute. Bags of medical waste spill out, all marked CGH infectious materials. Titam's face darkens. That driver, he was stealing hospital waste. Easy money, pero... Starby growls at a security guard approaching, still checking IDs despite his gray complexion. They park behind a fallen Mercury drug sign. May secret entrance ako, Junreee whispers. Through the building's drainage plans. Architect ka nga, Titam sighs, already picking the service door's lock with her surgical tools. Ate naman, my technical drawings. Inside, the maintenance room holds answer and horror. Hospital documents scatter the floor. A desk calendar marks daily CGH waste pickups, each noting for Vice Mayor's project. But most disturbing, a familiar dog collar marked Bante property of Vice Mayor. Remember when Starby wouldn't stop barking at Tower 6 last week? Titam says. A sound interrupts. Mang Jerry's crew arrives, but now their happy birthday song has a new verse. Mang Jerry's maintenance crew fills the hallway, but something's different. Their happy birthday song now includes Sa Vice Mayor, Happy Birthday! Junree's drawing tube ready. He whispers, Ate, sure ka sa theory mo? Titam nods while scanning more documents, Starby nervously watching the door. The Vice Mayor's special project, illegal medical waste disposal. Titam's doctor mode kicks in. Imagine the kickback money, but something in the waste mutated. His dog Bante got infected first then. She freezes, finding a familiar form. My incident report about the driver's bite. May pirma ng Vice Mayor? Guys, Kemkem interrupts from the window. Remember the Zumba group? They've evolved. Outside, the zombified dancers move with military precision, led by their instructor still wearing her Zumba mo hanap ko shirt. Behind them, Chef Bobby's kitchen crew provides percussion with their kawalis. My master plan si Vice Mayor, Titam realizes. He's been collecting infected waste for months. Pero bakit? Starby suddenly perks up, hearing something in the walls. The ventilation grid bursts open. Their parents emerge, mom's sandok now joined by dad's tsinelas collection. Anak, their mom groans, hindi pa kayo naguhugas ng kamay. Their dad adds, at naka-online status ka pa sa Messenger. The sun sets over Manila's infected streets. Inside Tower 6's maintenance room, documents about the Vice Mayor's project scatter across the floor. Junreee clutches his drawing tube while Titam studies hospital records. Starby's nervous barks echo through the shadows. Bakit ang tahimik? Kemkem whispers, her kitchen knives ready. Outside, the Zumba group's synchronized footsteps grow closer. Chef Bobby's kitchen crew bangs their kawalis in rhythm. Somewhere, Mang Jerry still hums his endless happy birthday song. Sa labas ng bintana, helicopters circle Camp Crane. The Vice Mayor's voice carries through the dying light. Healthcare para sa lahat. But now they know his terrible secret. His medical waste program wasn't meant to help. Mas masaya ang mga zombie kaysa sa mga botante. He laughs from somewhere in the darkness. Their mom's voice drifts up from below. Anak, hindi pa tapos ang kwento. Their dad adds, may part 2 pa. Even infected, Filipino parents never stop reminding their children about unfinished business. Junree's phone flickers with 1 bar of signal. The Voiceless Narrator channel notification glows. Part 2 coming soon. Follow for more Filipino horror stories. Dark figures shuffle past their hiding spot. Mag-subscribe ka muna, they seem to groan, bago ka namin kainin. The night deepens over Abu Dhabi Towers. Tomorrow holds more terrors. But for now, Manila's undead wait, hungry for the next episode. Lamang Bangkay. Abangan ng part 2.